Guys, it's me again, Honest Dave, coming today with a short video. Please ignore it if I'm a little groggy this morning. It is only 5:20 a.m. But I got a short video to show you. What's the difference between spring-assisted and automatic knives? Well, one big difference is these are legal almost everywhere, at least in America that I know of, and I believe Canada. And these are illegal in Lord knows how many states and countries. Now, if you do want to get yourself a fully auto, please check your local laws, your local listings, because there are some states with confusing laws where you can own this knife but you can't carry it. Or you can carry this if you have a concealed carry license, or if you're a military or a police officer. Or what I find kind of stupid, you can own one of these if you're hunting, which, no offense, switchblades are not really good hunting knives. But yeah, they go by different names. Automatic, push button knives, switchblades, you know, the list goes on and on. Oh, and before I get into it, I did get one dumb comment the other day I heard where a little kid was just yelling at this guy because he was showing a switchblade, saying, "Oh, that's not a switchblade." Yes, this is a switchblade. Okay. A switchblade is defined by any knife that automatically opens up with the press of a button on the handle. I know there's more to it than that, but I'm just going into that. Alright, well, we're already at 2 minutes of me just rambling, so let's get to the differences. Now, this is a spring-assisted Kershaw Blurt. I'm not going to get into the different types of steels or the different handle materials. This is just my favorite spring assist, and this is my favorite auto. Now the difference is that with a spring assisted, you are applying pressure onto a spring within the handle by pressing either a thumb stud or a flipper on the blade of the knife. And most, well actually I think all spring assisted knives I know, there is a certain amount you have to press by yourself. Right around there on this one. And then after that, the spring takes over. So you are applying pressure onto the internal spring by pushing either a thumb stud or a flipper with different ones. Keep in mind, I said applying pressure to the spring. So that's a spring assisted. Now with an automatic knife, what you are doing, instead of applying pressure onto the spring, you are actually releasing the pressure with either a button on out the side, or with a lever like you would with a OTF knife. There's also lever lock autos where you would take a flipper up here, pull it down here, and push it down like a button. There's the OTF knives where you'd either press the lever here or here. There's single action lever, the front knives where you just press the button and it goes flying out and you have to manually retract it. There is the hidden ones where the button is hidden underneath a scale of some sort. There's also double action where you can pull it, you're going to open it up with like a normal knife, or you can press a small button, or possibly with some where you actually would move the scale itself to open it up. Now this is just a regular push button, and as you will see, I am not applying pressure with this button, I am releasing it. In any auto, at least a good auto, it does not have an area where you have to press it manually and the spring takes over rest. A good auto constantly has spring pressure while being opened, and as well as being closed. And by the way, this is a Spyderco Embassy, in case anyone was wondering. So yeah, that's the main difference. Spring assisted, you're applying pressure from a protrusion on the blade. And with a switchblade, you are releasing pressure with a button or a switch or any protrusion on the handle. Now that raises one more question people have a lot. Why is this banned but this is not? Well, it's because lawmakers are fucking idiots sometimes. Switchblades have been banned because they scare people. That's it. And I have heard comments in the past saying like, oh, like this one I got the other day. I'm not trying to be rude to the guy because he genuinely didn't know this. Where he thought you would just put the knife up to a guy's back, press the button, and the blade would go all the way in. No, that's not how it works. Let me show you something. Let's try it on the couch here. If you were to put this knife, especially this one, up to a guy's back and press it, it would not actually puncture him. Now that one did release because, the knife itself was lined up like this. But let's say you put it up to a guy like that. Now according to this man's logic, this blade will come all the way out and stab into the couch. And I know some people are going to be saying like, well David, you're being rude. He was obviously talking about an OTF, which if you tried that and did it, the blade would just stop and come off its track. Now he was talking about these as well. And like I said, that's not how they work. So no, it's not because switchblades are more dangerous or anything. It's because they scare people because they're associated with bad guys and troubled teens. It's retarded, honestly. But that's it, guys. That's the difference between spring-assisted and switchblades and why the knife is fucking stupid and should be taken away. If anyone agrees with that statement, please leave it down in the comment section. So guys, hope you like this video. Like, comment. Feel free to follow me on Instagram or Twitter if you want. Guys, this is Honest Dave, and I am signing out. And remember, be humble and kind. Bye.